By way of background, I'm an international environmental lawyer and for many years have worked on sustainability issues, which included environment and energy, but also had some overtones into human rights and a holistic approach to practicing law. And Women in Law has come about because after being a practitioner for many years, we decided to form an international network of women lawyers, but also concentrating with a newsletter on life balance issues as well as on substantive legal developments. And with watching that, we've been trying to see how far there is a need for compliance as opposed to benchmarking and best practice to make a difference. And I think that women in particular have a special role because of their obvious understanding of intergenerational issues, and also because women are the first ones in line in terms of gender and workplace problems and retention. So one of our main themes is looking at the emerging jurisdictions as opposed to the emerged and developed jurisdictions, and therefore on the editorial board we have lawyers from very different parts of the world. Over the years of practice, I've seen that those companies that are seen to implement best practice, not only because of the law but going beyond what the law demands, will find that a benefit to the bottom line in terms of their reputation and in terms of their improvement in monitoring and in improvement in their profitability. In our opinion at Women in Law, those companies that implement best practice wherever they operate, having regard to the sustainability, are the ones that will in any case win on their bottom line performance. And I take an example of those companies that work in both parts of the world, the developed world and developing world. My particular experience is in India, and I've seen companies that really try and work with their community and achieve their license to operate have benefited. It's been a win-win situation. Therefore, if we go beyond CSR but into sustainability, because CSR is an area which means different things to different people, and we consider the sustainability of the organization, this whole initiative of reporting is very, very useful from the point of view of all stakeholders, but also in particular in terms of the policy and drive of the company. The best practice definitely goes beyond the mandatory. If we are to look at, say, employment law, that has had largely a lot of impact on women in the workplace, gender in the workplace. But most of the other areas are much more about best practice. The companies that I've worked with, those companies that have gone beyond the law, and in fact in India the law is there's a lot of law, but there isn't, as you say, enough implementation of the law or enforcement. Having said that, those companies that go beyond it and demonstrate that they're working with the communities, understanding female issues, understanding gender issues generally, find that enables them to have a much better experience in India, as by way of example.